So really quick update for the Yu-Gi-Oh meta. We have the top 32 for YCS Hartford. Now I know it's currently still being played out, so it is a bit weird. However, Skrelp on Twitter essentially saved which decks were being played because Konami apparently like accidentally leaked it or something, and then basically like hooked up those results to the top 32 that was just announced. And so this way we know the top 32 now. Shout out to Skrelp, but this is our top 32. Now again, it's still going to be played out, so after that we will probably see lists. We will see what actually won, but at least this is a really quick first look. So first of all, Sword Soul Tenyi is the most played deck. That's pretty, pretty normal, followed by Despia branded. All right, that once again makes a lot of sense. Also in terms of like what was represented, that makes a whole lot of sense. However, next up, we have Loanderies. Now this one's, again, most people see this coming. Flu is a pretty, strong deck when it high rolls. However, then we get into the spicier decks, the ones that not many people necessarily saw coming. We have Adventurer Punk. So you have the Punk engine being used to either make like a crazy board from a Chaos Ruler or maybe doing like a Calamity play. There will actually be a deck profile for my personal Punk deck on this YouTube channel very soon, so be sure to subscribe to this channel for that. I'll also be going over combos and so forth. So yeah, Punk, big hype, love that deck. That's actually what I'm personally playing right now. So 3 of that. Then next we have 3 Sky Strikers, still taking names, and then 2 Therion Punk. That is actually the deck I'm currently playing, Therion Punk. But it's basically Punk, but you just rely on the Therions to set up a negate or a bounce or a pop, go second and so forth. Therion is a pretty, reliable, cool engine that has both going first and going second capabilities, kind of like the Brave engine. And then depending on if your type of your monsters lines up with them, they get even better. So maybe in ABC or Cyber Dragon, the Therion Regulus, really carries, whereas in a plant deck, the Therion Borea starts carrying more. But as an engine in almost anything, it's still really, really strong. So Therion Punk right then. Then we have 2 Drytron also making it in. And again, sleeper pick. I called it in my meta prediction after the ban list. Think it's still pretty scary. Can still make some crazy boards. Then we have 2 Branded Eldritch. So that's just an Eldritch deck and it's running Branded Fusion. It can do some of those plays. But then we have to check, of course, what's actually in the deck, because most Eldritch decks right now are just piles with so many different options. And then we have 2 Synchro Punk. So the weird thing is all of the Punk decks make synchros. So I'm not sure what the difference is between Adventurer Punk, Therion Punk, and Synchro Punk in the eyes of the people who made these differentiations. Because all of those punks are going to be synchro. So do they mean that this is like a pure Punk build without any other engines? I'm wondering what they are even playing then. Like, are they playing all the spells and traps? Like, are they only making Punk monsters? Are they making Amazing Dragon in the opponent's turn with a Shirakusai constantly? I don't know. So we'll see what they're actually, playing beyond. I mean, maybe they're playing a billion hand traps. That's also an option, of course. But so what's really cool here, we have Ignister, DDD. But what's really cool in my opinion is that there's actually more Punk in this list than anything else. We have 3 Adventurer Punk, 2 Therion Punk, and 2 Synchro Punk. That's 7. That's just as much Punk as Sword Soul Tenyi. That's almost double representation of Despia branded. So Punk basically came out of the woodworks and started taking names, It's just that people aren't really sure yet which engine they're blending it in with. Now, it's also possible this is because a lot of people don't really know what the cards do just yet. For the longest time, it was mostly a rogue engine. Some people would splash it with E-Telly into a Brave pile and call it a day. But, actually using Deer Note and using actual Punk skills beyond Xiamen is pretty new for a lot of people. I saw on stream a Despia player asking, oh, what does this do? What does this do? What does this do? I can imagine a number of these stops are also just because, again, everyone was prepared for Sword Soul, everyone was prepared for Despia, and a bunch of people had to just learn how to read Punk cards. With that being said, I hope you found this interesting. Give me your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and again, I'm gonna be uploading a Therion Punk deck profile very, very soon on this channel, so subscribe for that and stay tuned. I will see you soon. Ciao.